I dey find way to type the topic of this live, but I don't know where to type am sha, but let me start. Good evening, everybody in Nigeria. Good day to everybody around the world. No need to smile now. What is there to smile for? Is it say I don't cut my hair a few minutes ago, fresh cut, because of some weary people wey go come. Okay, they ask me why I resemble madman. Shey I just come out for prison, so I give them fresh cut. Make them know say their papa still fresh. Oh. Jiggy man. Well, I want to talk about a lot of things, but I want to try to make it brief. As usual, you know. Me man know to talk, but hit on some few points and keep it going. This is a special address to African haters. Special address to them. And aside this, I want to use this medium to encourage other Africans who still believe in Africa, the African dream, who still believe in themselves as Africans. You know? So now 2 in 1 I want to do today. You know, I saw a video yesterday. I've been seeing a lot of videos flying around, sha. But I saw one particular video yesterday. One Yeye MC, Nigerian MC. You go, whether in America you go or UK, you can't take video. They show street light, they show the organization. They show the organization, say traffic no dey o. See America, they compare am to im home country, Nigeria. You know, some people go do some kind of things, you know, go reason them too much because now where the level of their reasoning reach be that. It's small pikin behave like small pikin, you know, go to reason am. So they behave like small pikin. You rather ignore than, you know, go all out insulting. But if the person go all out insulting you, what you stand for, your country, yeah, you go attacking Papa too now. Nobody, see, let me tell you something on this social media. In this world, nobody has the monopoly of madness. Nobody has the monopoly of madness in this world. No matter the power the person might lie, nobody has the monopoly of madness. Everybody get equal say on this social media platform in this world today. Don't let anybody look down on you. You see, to compare America, UK to Nigeria, now blocking you go chop. You go soon chop blocking. You know they had me. Now blocking you go chop. They ask me stupid question for there. You see, to compare America to Nigeria or to compare America to any country in the world is stupid. Because wetin America don't do, no other country in the world don't do am. America received independence from Britain in 1774. How many years ago be that? Carry Africans as slaves for 400 years. Carry other people. After African the whole Africa, millions of slaves. Now they carry you. Our great grandparents, great granduncles, now they carry go. After they do that, what do they can't do again? Because okay, we don't reach stage where industrialization, we need more workers, no more slave trade. Oh yeah, Asians all over the world, South Americans, Europeans, come work for us. We go pay you. Americans carry all the brains in the world, exploit all the resources around the world. This one be their own country. You can't they compare America to Nigeria? When we say now we gonna they exploit. How big is America? What is the population of America? What is the land mass? Who are the people on American soil? Foreigners. You carry black people. Where we say they never even see food chop. They never get light. They don't even know what people are feeling on families are feeling on $2 per day. You say maybe they obey traffic laws. How they go obey traffic laws now? Tell me. So when I look at all these comparisons, I laugh because it's sinner if you ask me. Let me tell you a short story. When I first come on Nigeria, for the first time I land for airport. I go start my new life, the second year of my life as a young man. I see one man, he stand for, he just stand like say, the way he stand, he be like say na me, he dey wait for. I dey tell you, I don't sabi this man for anywhere, but I want take picture. You know, now first time when I see international airport, I was mesmerized. Who go take me picture? I don't even sabi how to follow Igbo talk. I see black man. Make I look the black man. I say this one could be Nigerian. And Nigerian they recognize themselves anywhere with there. Then they. I go meet am, I follow am, he take me picture. I say this picture fresh. Now he ask me, say, where are you from? I say, I'm from Nigeria. I say, I'm Nigerian too. He said he don spend 10 years in New York. I no sabi this man for anywhere. He stood there, we stood there together. I was waiting for connecting flight. We had a 30-minute discussion. All through the 30 minutes, he was advising me. He said, this country where you dey go, so you meet two kinds of people. You meet two kinds of Nigerians. He said you meet Nigerians who have lost hope in Nigeria. Talk believe pé Nigeria ò lè dá mọ́, Africa ò lè dá mọ́. And you meet some other Nigerians who still believe in Nigeria and are working actively to contribute their own quota to the continent. He said when I get there, one of the first things we do is say, man, choose a side. When I reach here, I go even dey pissed about the way things they work around here compared to wetin they saw back home. So I made a decision. Even before I met the man, I don't know this side I go take. So when I got there, I chose the side. But no, this side I want to roll with. And this man, waiting he follow me talk, I see say, na the reality be that the man no lie. On this social media, I've been active for let me say 3 weeks, 1 month. I met a lot of people, you know, like minds, who share similar dreams and who share similar vision, and some are working actively to actualize this vision, and some, yeah, they have the dream but they don't really care about the dream, which is fine. There are a lot of things where they go on. You see, there's one thing we should know as Africans. Yeah, it's good to want to succeed as an individual. It's good to want to succeed. When I reach here, I follow people of other races talk, Filipinos, Chinese, Indians. You know, in their own personal dream, they include their country inside their dream. That's what I've noticed. In their own personal ambition to succeed in life, their country is somewhere inside the dream. You go, I dey follow one Filipino talk. Filipino na third world country. I don't even know where the country dey, whether na South America. Third world country. First time I was talking to this man, young man, I was talking to him, and the first thing we started talking about Manny Pacquiao. I said, how's Manny Pacquiao doing? You know, we talk about the wins where Baba don't win for boxing. You know? This young man started talking about what Manny Pacquiao is doing in his country. You know, we talk about Manny Pacquiao and a boxer. I say Manny Pacquiao is a senator in my country. He had this foundation. He's, you know, pumping a lot of money has made from boxing, all the endorsement. I just look, say, I was not expecting to talk about, you know, Mayweather's fight, how Manny Pacquiao moves on the ring, how much of a celebrity he squanders, you know. No. Filipino, we say typhoon and all these natural disasters, they fight them for their poverty levels. He started talking about it. You talk to the Indians, the same thing. You see them in tech, you see them in medicine, you see them in engineering. Their dream, part of their dream, now to influence Indians, basically the Indians, basically they suffer. How to contribute their quota, even if they become the CEO of Alphabet or Google. The former CEO of Google na India now, he's currently CEO of Alphabet. With all the power where you don't amass for America, the influence, the money, yes, definitely I'll say it. He is still very much concerned about what is happening in his hometown, in his own country rather, India. You see, one thing I've noticed there, a lot of Africans, and it's very peculiar about Africans, we are too much in a hurry to catch up with the West. Not even as a country, but individually. That lifestyle where they see Oyibo man they live, you won't live am. One ride Rolls Royce, one fly PJ. It's good, but you have a lot of work to do before you do that. Collectively or as a person. Do you know why our celebrities, our big men in Nigeria, they'll buy Rolls Royce, they'll buy big motor, 100 million, 200 million naira. Yeah, they still have to use bodyguard to walk on that road now. Why? Because they know it's not right. You are in the poverty capital of the world. You want to ride Rolls Royce for street. And you see man, we never chop for street. You guys carry security to follow body now. You self know. You know, deep down you know, say, you know right, oh. You think guys follow, Mopos guys follow you because these men, they go kill you. They go kill you, shoot your Rolls Royce, rob you of your money, what thing you get. You dey Africa and when they live on Oyibo lifestyle. Oyibo man for street don't chop now. Now why their celebrities feel they smoke Cuban cigar, they ride Lamborghini, buy Lamborghini £5 million now. You don't chop now, everybody dey okay. Barest minimum, Monga know they beat plenty people. What is the poverty level in Nigeria? Out of school children, 25%. Nigeria is the highest out of school children in the whole of sub-Saharan Africa. Poverty capital of the world. Second in the world in open defecation. People don't see house live now. They don't get house live. They don't even get toilet facilities. You want to live big life. You can't post them on Instagram again. If they come your house, can't rob you. Oh man, I no go pity you. I no fit now. Why I go pity you? Why I go pity you? Because you are part of the problem. A lot of people say, you know, especially these diasporans, middle class Nigerians, the elite Nigerians, they complain. They say Nigerians no feel better, African no feel better. I say why? They say can't you see how the elites are doing? Money will be here for everybody. See how they chop am. Yeah, okay, yes, the elites, African elite, most of them are rogues. They are irresponsible. They are corrupt. They don't have ideas. Okay, we understand. Elite, 50-year-old upwards, fine. They don't amass money, fine. They will can't live themselves, will be middle class. They will can't go focus on poor man. They will say, can't you see how the poor man thinks? The only thing they hear now sex. The poor man go sell him vote for 500 naira. The poor man go do this. You know, they bump picking up and down. I say, bros, if you did this situation where this poor man did, you act the same way, whether you like it or not. As a middle class Nigerian all over the world, say if you even afford phone, iPhone, you feel afford data, if you come online, can't see waiting, bro, we are privileged. We are privileged. That's why a lot of people don't know. I say if they born you for this situation where they born this poor man. Okay, I saw one video, I can't send down to one very brilliant erudite scholar, very brilliant and a writer. His response to me, 20-something-year-old mechanic, he get 4 baby mamas. Now mechanic. 4 baby mamas, 4 children. You don't even know where the children are. I can't send down to some guys. One of them can't respond. Say, the poor cannot think. Yeah, that was an heavy statement. That was an heavy statement. I said, okay. Rather than get emotional, I said, what do you mean? I understand what he said, but I don't agree with him. The poor cannot think because the human condition where they don't put that poor man inside, he no fit think. If they put rich man with everything where he don't amass in the world, if they put him inside that same condition where this poor man did, this rich man no go fit think. Because the only thing in your brain will be survival. You don't know what you go chop tomorrow morning. You say you want to think about how we are going to build Africa, how we are going to innovate, we are going to, you know. Then they talk. See, in this life, the first law of nature is self-preservation. Person will never preserve in life. Person will never know what you go chop tomorrow. Person will never know the kind of sickness where you go get, where you go lie down in hospital. You don't have security. You don't have financial security. You can't think. This one me they talk like if poverty you reach one side, you no go reason. Instagram no go come your mind. Say you want post video for the gram, no go come your mind. I dey tell you. Because the only thing in your head is survivor. You now expect that man living on $2 per day. You expect him to think about Africa, you know, innovate, you know, do things. He cannot. You might see, bro, poverty is ruthless. You can't think. You can't even love. You can't love your neighbor. You can't. You are seeing your neighbor, you want to rob him. That's what poverty does. And now expecting someone who is living in poverty or to obey traffic lights. We expect him not to be corrupt. When that is what the system in Nigeria promotes, that's unfair. Now I'm challenging the middle class Nigerians. I identify myself with middle class. They say some people say upper middle class, lower middle class. Yeah, some of us, let me even exclude myself. Some of you are going to be elites in the next 10-20 years. What is your plan for Africa? What is your plan for Nigerians? Don't look at what the elites are doing. Okay, our elites only want to fall. The common man cannot think. You that can think and is soon to assume position of influence in society, soon to assume positions of power in society. What is your plan? Because elites know the plan. Poor man no fit plan, no fit think. You self, you gonna look say, Omo, but everybody free for all. No, you can't do that. If they want talk, they will say WHO don't bring one forecast. Say before Africa can become like USA, it will be next 200 years. Okay. I come from, for example, now I come from a family where they know they born. After one pikin, they know they born again. Doctor don't do test and everything. They say now only one pikin will fit born. Okay. Or if they born make pikin, we say na in best side, then be okay. So because of that, I should now decide in my mind, say okay, we know I no go because of waiting this doctor don't talk medically. I will not put in effort to break this generational curse. The problem is most Nigerians see Nigeria as, we don't see Nigeria as part of us. We don't see Nigeria as part of us. And other people of our countries, they do. They see their country as part of their destiny. I'm telling you, all over the world, see every nation, international person I met, they see their country as part of them. It is part of their personal ambition. I'm not even talking politically. I'm not even talking international politics. I'm not talking business. I'm not talking, no. Out of their goal, it's good to be ambitious enough to, I want to buy Rolls Royce, I want 10 houses, I want private jets. But you go see, say, in all these things where these people, they plan, say they want to get money, then still, their country, they song, you go see the link. But no, African man wants to get money, no one know. Nothing concern me with Africa. You can't think like that. If everybody does not care about Africa, how will Africa move forward now? Tell me. Everybody say they don't care because this one does not care, me too, I will not care. We can't live like that. We can't continue to live like that. Somebody, you are the person. What is your own? Don't ask about what other people are planning. Don't ask about what me. Don't ask me for my plan. Don't you? Leave me alone. Me, I have my own dreams. I have way I want to accomplish these dreams. I feel in my heart, but no, this I can do this. I can do it based on my own career, based on my own personal ambition. I know where I will come in and contribute my own quota to my own society, to my own people. What is your own? Don't just tell me, say, no, can't you see the way, what is there's nothing on ground. Okay, you start something. What is your own plan? Because other people are not doing it, does that mean you should not do it? Because everybody, no African has won Nobel Prize before. So, because if Wole Soyinka don't think that way, so you know go win am be that now, because no African has won it, no black African don't win am now. You will not put in the work. So because nobody has contributed actively, positively, something of substance into the community, into your own, that means so you too. When you no reason do anything, Abi, it doesn't make sense. Let's stop deceiving. See, if you're a coward, tell me you're a coward. It's better. If you're afraid that they will kill you, if you're afraid that you don't want to use your own ardent resources to contribute, if you're afraid you don't want to contribute your own time, you prefer personal, it's better. Don't come and preach to me, telling me there's no future for Africa. Who are you in the grand scheme of things to tell me that? Who are you in the grand scheme of things to talk about the future of 600 million people? Who are you? In the grand scheme of things, man. To talk about in the next 500 years, Africa will be nothing. You are talking about the future of 600 million people. Who are you in the grand scheme? Who is the WHO? Who is the United Nations to come and predict our future and the future of my grandchildren, our great and my descendants, our own descendants? Who are these people in the grand scheme of things? You talk about our future. You say I should stop shouting on Instagram. You will not shout. What do you gain now? What should I do? My posting ash and breast. That's what you want to see. And you will never see it on my page. Never. I will not contribute to what will destroy my own people. Never. What do you want to see? Come on, snap big buildings. Snap Maserati. Snap pictures. Snap food where they chop. That's what you want to see. And you will never, I'm promising you that. As long as I'm on Instagram, you will never see that from me. I come from the poverty capital of the world because I can afford some little luxury. I should now be posting. Who are the most followers in who are my most followers? Are they not Nigerians? Poverty people will never see food chop. They snap food where they eat. They snap babes. No, it doesn't make sense, man. You can't live like the whites. The whites have done a lot. The systems are in place. Yes, they can flaunt their wealth. China, what in China do? Xi Jinping, inbound celebrities from posting their flaunting their wealth on social media. That is a good step, man. What is the goal? Okay, if I want to post nyash, I want to post breast, what is the goal? How does that not destroy my own people? Tell me, what am I doing to my own people? Tell me now. You see, In controlling the people, there are a lot of steps. The final step is demoralization. You want to destroy the people. You want to control them. You want them to lose belief in themselves. Don't demoralize them. Now one SKGB agent talk Numa Mengov, wait me name. See, a lot of bad news you hear from Africa is on Nigeria. It's intentional. It's meant to demoralize you to believe, there is no future. Just, live your life, contribute to destroying the people. They want to destroy. And now, see, let me tell you something. Forget, say, yeah, I'm a nobody today. But forget all this one where we say, they look me like say I dey crazy. I'm not crazy. I know it. See, there are some of us where there is nothing you can tell us about our dreams, about our ambitions, about our what we are trying to accomplish, about our goals. There's nothing you can tell people like me. I've met some people like this on Instagram too. There's nothing you can tell us. We go see all these things. He does the fly. Go in. I know they listen. Anything that is not in line with the purpose where I know say, okay, this thing we can accomplish it for my people. What is your own plan for the people? Our politicians no get plan, yes. Celebrities don't give a damn, yes. Elite no even plan your own life here. Okay, now what is your own plan? If 50 million people do a stupid thing, it's still a stupid thing. Okay, okay, you now, what are you doing? I get one guy where they follow to him talk say, now PhD student for US. I was on phone with him months ago. He was telling me, Shini, I want to become president of Nigeria. Young guy, you like me. I said, sure. Where is this ambition coming from? He just started talking. I don't care. He has not even, the plan never even mature from here. He doesn't know how it will happen. But he believes deep down in him he can be president of Nigeria. I know some idiots here will be saying, Yimu, mama, Yimu. That's how they will Yimu to your own destiny too, that you will not be what you aspire to be. A human being like you and me, young Nigerian, is aspiring to be president of this country. Whether it's possible or not, I don't care. But whether it will be possible or not, I don't. But he has dreamt, it's part of his plan. I'm not trying to convince anybody to get into politics. I'm not trying to convince anybody to give back to the society when he hits 1 million or 1 billion. What is your plan? Don't answer me. I'm not asking you to answer me. I'm answering you. I'm asking you so that you answer yourself. Deep down, answer yourself. What is your plan for Africa? What is your plan for your community? I see a lot of people, I don't want to mention name, but they know themselves. They are donating, crowdfunding, giving back to their... Yes, that is what we should do. That is one of the steps. Oh yeah, you, Mr. Middle Class Man, soon to be an elite of Nigeria. What is your plan? What is your 10-year plan? What is your 20-year plan? That's my challenge to you today. I have no business with people living on $1 per day. I have no business with people... Fine, $18 may I understand. Nigeria hard. I'm not talking to Nigerians, lower class Nigerians in Nigeria. I'm talking to middle class Nigerians in Nigeria and middle class Nigerians in diaspora. What is your plan? See, whether you cannot run away from Nigeria. You see, bro, let me tell you. I say I don't care about Nigeria. I don't this. I don't hear. If bad news happen in Nigeria, you go read that. Why is this thing happening? Oh shit. You go feel am. What does that tell you? There is something you are not doing. That simply, if they kill 20 people for Brazil, it concern you. Well, why you say na Nigerian matter you won't die on now? It's not when you even come out, talk something positively now to condemn, shame, discourage, demoralize the people still in Nigeria. The people who are even trying their own little way to contribute something to society, you go even demoralize them, join. See, there's people like us you can't demoralize. You cannot demoralize everybody. You can fool everybody all the time. You see, you can fool some people all the time. You can fool all of the people some of the. You cannot fool everybody all the time. You cannot lie to yourself because you cannot lie to people because you want to lie to yourself. You can only lie to yourself. Call yourself a coward. Fine, I will respect you. Call yourself irresponsible. Fine. Call yourself unpatriotic. Fine, I will even respect you. But don't say it is not possible. Never say that, man. Because I will come for you. Hard, verbally and in action. I will come for you. I will show you where it is possible. Okay. You say, okay, next 500 years, Nigeria will feel better. Okay, what are we doing? You say that because in the next 500, because what the reality is on ground, in the next 500 years, Nigeria will feel better. Okay, you personally, What are you doing in your own little way? Just to even contribute that drop of ocean. That's the big question. That's the challenge to you and me. I'm not even talking to Nigerians wey be say they never understand wetin dey sup. Nigerians wey don see small freedom, you know, exercise their small liberties, financial muscle, rather than do what they flaunt it at you. Blue passport boys, I want more Ali. Blue passport na your mate. I want more Ali. You see, you come out prison, they free you as prisoner, they give you key to come out prison. You come out the prison finish, you can't dey wave the key at the other prisoners wey dey inside prison say freedom na your mate. Ayé ò lè dá. Ayé ò lè dá. You see, it's evil. You see, these people are, see, I dey tell you, this Nigerian middle class wey don comot poverty, so they are worse than our leaders. And me, I don't have problem with our current leaders. Now this current upcoming set, me I won't face. Now this, see, bro, now this upcoming elite, political future business elite, I dey face them now. All these politicians, they sue senior ministers, they are in their 60s. Cause no alagbara way, I no fit face any of them. Now these current ones, I fit face. Because I know what they are up to. I know what they are up to. I'm in that position to join them in what they are up to. I'm in that position, but I refuse to take that easy route. No way. We'll do the hard work together. We'll do the hard work. I will prefer the hard route. If I fail, I'm even happy that I did. Yes, I die a free man. Why will I destroy my people? I'll contribute to destroy my people, and I will think you die happily. Oh no. It's not possible. I'm in a position to join them, not to give a fuck, man. See, they think they are there sabi ball. I sabi ball too. They think they sabi ignore. I can ignore. Nothing. Waiting, I want tell me. Block everybody. Not cut contact with Nigeria. I say no way. Because other people of other races know they do am. Now only Nigerians they do am. I'm calling them out. This is a challenge to them. Now, they know deep down, they see people of other societies. They see how other Indians, Asians, Hispanics, they support each other. At home and abroad, they see them. They know. But they choose not to oppress you. They come up prison. The people who come up prison, they carry the key, they down, we say, blue passport now your mate. That is the psyche, man. I'm telling you, these are the things. Not all of them, but most of them. I've met a lot of progressive youths. Yeah, on Instagram, you know. That's why I'm quite selective in people who I add to my follow. I don't want a lot of people, man. I don't need a few good men who have the same vision, who share the same vision, who have the same passion and ambition that I have. I'm not even talking political ambition. This is not a political talk. Who share the same vision? Something can be done, and something must be done, and something will be done. Those are the people I'm interested in. I'm not interested in people who, if you are talking about politics, you say you are just talking, you are just talking. You see, I joined one man live a few days ago. The man, as in, me and the man just, Nigerian man, me and the man just click on almost everything. He say his wife, they complain about Buhari. Buhari, our leaders are not doing anything in Nigeria. They are oppressing the people. He asked his wife, well, here in America, where you do so? All these small things, all these small NGOs, all these small things where you say people they add, where you say middle class Nigerians they do for poor people, middle class Oyinbo they do for their fellow Oyinbo people. You see what middle class, you be middle class Nigerian. What are you doing for middle class Nigerians in Nigeria? Leave Buhari alone. JF Kennedy say, don't ask what your country can do for you. You yourself, what can you do? Can you do for what are you doing for your country? Yeah, you never get money. In your own little way, what are you doing? What you are doing now will determine what you do in the next 10 years. I'm telling you. At least get plan. I'm not challenging you to start now. No. But add it in your plan. All the great men will hear their name today. You see? If they say they don't think of their... See, you are self-sabotaging if you are thinking of yourself alone. You might not understand this thing, but one day you will. If you are a human being, you are a man, and you are thinking about yourself, personal success alone, you are self-sabotage. You will never fulfill your maximum potential as a human being. Because there are 7 billion people in the world. Most of them are pursuing personal wealth. But the people who really make it, okay, if you want to be greedy, you really want to make it big by carrying other people along. Because of the only reason you are carrying other people along and involved in community minded ideologies, if that is the only way, if because of that, we say, now why? You will even make it bigger if you commit yourself only to personal ambition. You are self-sabotaging if you are thinking of yourself alone. You will make the money, trust me. You will buy the Rolls Royce, you will buy the private jet, you will live the lavish life. You will be an elite, but an elite of the poor people, elite of the hungry. You go dey carry mopo follow body. You won't be able to live that maximum life to fulfill. You cannot be in a hurry to live like the whites, man. It's not possible. It's self-sabotage. Carry other people along. Just study the lives of billionaires. We don't make them big. Who be the person wey invent TikTok? Chinese boy now. You never even 40. If you were just involved in, say, I just want to make money, buy private, you will not go ever think, say, I fit create app where be say, they fit they use all over the world. Most of the revenue, who will think say they go back to, don't be Chinese government. And the Chinese government, they even back them. So that's an example of what I want people to start thinking about, Start thinking in that direction. Stop thinking for self and self alone. Carry your people along. Carry your people along. Don't think for self alone. You are self-sabotaging. I'm telling you. You go reach maybe na 7, you go reach 6. But you reach that 9, the apex in life, you guys carry people along. You can't do it. You can't carry people that look like you along. Look at the Indian. Look at they tell you. You know these things. But you rather talk down on Africans. Why? Because we never see food chop. What are you doing for the next set of Africans we will come? You waiting? Okay, our parents they don't do anything. Yo, yeah, you. Why are you subjecting the next generation to that same ordeal you are going through? You went through. I don't understand how people think. Jiggy man, I don't understand how people think. So this is a challenge to each and every one of us, including myself. What is your 10-year plan for self and for community? What is your 10-year plan for the people? Be the change, proactive man, thank you. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Don't ask what in your country don't do for you. Don't ask what in your country do for you. What can you do? Now because of them, I know weird woman. They say I be old man, say I dey hide my bad dead. I can't give them fresh shit. Make them see say I still fresh. Young boy, baby boy for life. So that is the challenge. I'm not pissed at anybody. I'm just, now discussion with the try get. What is your own plan? I'm not putting anybody under pressure. But I'm challenging you to include your country in that your 10-year plan. Include your country in that your 20-year plan. That's how other people in the world do it. Why is your own different? Why must your own be different as an African? That's the big challenge to me. It's a lot of hard work, but it's humanly possible. Don't look at it, but no. It's humanly possible. You can do it. Ignore what your celebrities are doing. Why will you look up to celebrities? Are you crazy? I don't understand how people think. Why will you look up to a police? Don't you have your mind of your own? Can't you think? You're a sovereign being. You can think. You have a brain. Must you look up to them before you take decision of how you're going to plan your own life and your future of your own people? I don't understand how people think. They say, Kwame Nkrumah failed. Fela talk before he died. At least he did something. What did you do? That open your stupid mouth and talk and condemn what other people are trying to do? They did something. What are waiting you do? If Kwame Nkrumah no talk, Kama go be debt free. If you don't put some things in order, form political party, they know. And the devil say, now Fela changed my life. Oh, Fela's music now changed my life. I can't the reason say if Fela had shut up, he traveled the whole world, travel go London as student, travel go US, see wetin dey sup. If Fela say, "Whoa, wahala àwọn African here," I can't reason say all these things where I know, wetin spark my consciousness 11 years ago. I for no know am now. I go be mumu too, like people wey still dey mumu for streets now. Now I don't get small OT. I don't see the way. See, go watch my past life. I'm not going back to what I said. I don't see the way things they run. Now, what is my own duty? Plato's allegory of the cave. You don't come up prison. You don't see how things they work. So what is your own duty? Not be to go carry your brothers when they inside that prison, open their eyes. But no. The easy way, I understand, is a lot of hard work. Trust me. Me where they do am, I know wetin I dey face. It's a lot of hard work, but I'm still doing it. You have a warrior spirit. Why must you run from responsibility? It's your destiny. Nobody will change Nigeria. And I'm telling you, if Nigeria is to move forward, a lot of work has to be done by diasporans, whether we like it or not. You wey dey think say Nigeria no fit better. One madam, she say Nigeria no fit better again. Ask her wetin happen. She tell us one story wey be say policeman slap her, point gun at her at gunpoint. Her 4-year-old son was in the car. I understand. It's disheartening. It's traumatizing. But because of that, must you say that these people no fit change? Must you say the country no fit better? If a lot they look all those ones, say they beat them, they slap her. If all anti gbogbo yin sile anti jalo US. What are you telling me, fam? If you look the trauma where people will make influence in society they go through, therefore no reason you whoa. The people wey fight for slavery, wey jail us from Oyinbo and wey come out fight slavery, if the reason wey wetin they go through, wetin those people wey they face, if the reason all these things wey they go through, they see. Yes, I understand. The personal safety is important, but don't take the easy route. Don't take the easy route. Don't notice because they do this to you, you can't dey run. Don't take the easy route. You can't give up. You will go embassy now. One time they give you. You went several times. Why you not look say the first time when they fail, they deny you. You no go again. I so look down where fuck these people, Jare, and don't go again. Do you know why you went more than one time? Because it's your personal kini. Now your own life. You love yourself. Do you love yourself more than you love your country? You don't see Nigeria as part of us. We don't care. If now your papa business be Nigeria, your family business, maybe say they don't dey grow for 400 years. Say you go reason Nigeria like this. Say Nigeria no be your papa business, no feel better jare. Ki business baba lojoku. You no go reason like that now. Tell me, you know deep down, search inward, look into your heart. You know what I'm saying is truth. You know I'm not lying, but you don't want to admit it for personal reasons. A lot of reasons. I don't really care about your reasons. I don't need many people to join me. The people wey go even make really impact, you don't need to convince them. The zeal is inside them already. The ambition is in them. The drive is in them, man. I'm not trying to get sympathy. I'm not trying to convince anybody here. I'm just trying to, anybody that is going to watch this video, regardless of, I will save this video, dead or alive, 100 years, I don't care how long, anybody that is going to watch it, I'm trying to tell you are not alone. Whatever you believe in is possible to achieve it. You are not alone, man. I'm telling you. We are on this together. Yes, we will make mistakes. Yes, some of us will fail. But no reason us we go fail. No reason those we don't fail. No reason them. Because other people fail, no mean say you know if you pass now, do your own. Anybody we go do Africa, they go kill them. You don't hear. When I want to come to Chicago, they say, don't come to Chicago. I didn't go that one man you born, the highest gun. The highest city with gun violence. So because of that, man, I no come Chicago. I no still come. Gun violence, this, that, the one man pa yon ni. I still went. I took that risk. Because why? Personal dream. Now I'm telling you, include your country in that personal dream and see how much you can achieve. Don't live for self alone. That's selfish. God bless you, give you millions of dollars. It's now only you give it now because of you give that. You don't see another person to give millions of dollars. Now you in bless, now only you. The millions of dollars we in bless you with now for only you. Start thinking for self, man. That's all I have to say for now. Proactive man, no best. I know how you. I will do another life and how do you in that, man. So we will discuss. Thanks for joining me. Peace and love. Africa must unite.